Hi everybody, this is the Football Hut, the amazing, spectacular, terrific, the great one, the People's Champion, your host of Hut, and welcome back to the Football Hut, where we talk about the New York Giants. Now this Saturday we have something actually very exciting, something a little bit extra to whet our palates as a football fan. As football fans, we love all kinds of different things. But the Giants are going up against the Jets, and according to ESPN, a source tells them that quarterback Aaron Rodgers will make his debut. Now, he has not played for the Jets yet in a game, and he's going to play on Saturday against our Giants. Let me read you this, and we'll go over a little bit of his resume. He's come in here, folks. If you're not in New York, you don't know how he's come in here, basically taking over the town. I mean, he really has. I mean, he's probably been the biggest star to come around in these parts in a long time. And probably one of the biggest football stars to come into this town in a long time. Maybe even, he's probably come in bigger than his predecessor in Green Bay, Brett Favre. This is from ESPN reporter. Quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who hasn't played in the preseason since 2018, will make his New York Jets debut Saturday as the New York Giants in the preseason finale. A source confirmed Sunday. Rodgers, who's 39, has participated in every training camp practice, but he watched from the sideline as backup Zach Wilson started the first 3 games. The four-time MVP will get a quick tune-up for the Jets face the Buffalo Bills in the September 11th season opener on Monday Night Football. This decision isn't a surprise, as Coach Robert Saleh indicated at the start of the preseason that playing Rodgers against the Giants was a possibility. Quote, "I wouldn't mind playing in the preseason," Rodgers said recently. "I wouldn't mind if Robert said, hey, we're going to go. Let's do it." With the Green Bay Packers, Rodgers played in the preseason for the first 14 years of his career. His last appearance was a 2018 cameo in Week 2 against the Pittsburgh Steelers. He played 5 snaps, completing 2 of 4 passes for 35 yards and a touchdown. From 2019 to 2022, he didn't play in a preseason at all. Oh, that's interesting. The Jets will use the final game as a dress rehearsal, meaning most of the stars probably will play. Wide receiver Garrett Wilson and running backs Breece Hall and newly signed Dalvin Cook have yet to play in a game. Hall, who underwent ACL surgery last October, has taken only a handful of practice reps since returning to practice last week. He's expected to be ready for Week 1. Cook, who agreed to terms with this past Monday, has yet to practice. On Wednesday, Cook said he'd be ready to go within a few days as he completes a final stage of rehab from February's shoulder surgery. The Jets are also awaiting the return of left tackle Dwayne Brown, who remains on the physically unable to perform list after off-season shoulder surgery. Brown will be reevaluated this week, according to Saleh. Now the Giants, they were able to play Daniel Jones in Week 2. We were able to see how he's able to sort of perform against the Panthers. It was a very good, very short stint that he was out there for. Obviously, they didn't want him out there too long. It'll be interesting to see if the Giants play him. It'll be interesting to see if Saquon Barkley gets any kind of reps in this game, because he didn't play in the first 2 games. And Darren Waller was one of the big stars in the second game. It'll be interesting to see if he plays. You know, he's had a lot of injuries in his career, especially with the Raiders. So we have some things to look forward to as Giants fans, and if you're just an NFL fan, to see Aaron Rodgers finally suit up for the Jets. Hopefully, there's no problems with the Jets with him, because you know the Jets are a little snake bit when it comes to these quarterbacks. They've never really developed a quarterback really since Joe Namath. I mean, they had Kenny O'Brien back in the 80s. They had Mark Sanchez, Chad Pennington, but those guys didn't really last long. And the most successful of them was, of course, Mark Sanchez, who was able to get to 2 championship games 2 years in a row. But they've never been able to develop in a long time a franchise quarterback. Now they're importing another franchise quarterback who's 39 years old. Now that is something to talk about as football fans. But like I said, we're going to see if the Giants play Daniel Jones. We'll see if the Giants play Darren Waller. Hopefully we'll get a chance to see Saquon Barkley in this game. I'm sure we're going to get a chance to see a lot of the young guys again. I'm sure Jalen Hyatt's going to play again. One of the most exciting players, young players in the game right now. He's going to take the league by storm. I'm going to make that prediction. He'll go down as he's already one of the fastest wide receivers in the history of NFL. And he's going to be a guy to keep an eye on. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch. The Giants are going to have a very good offense this year. They're going to score points. I'd be surprised if they don't. They have a tough schedule. Some people are saying they're going to finish last. I think they're going to be better than that because they have a good general manager. I think he's put together a very good team. He filled up all the needs that they had. They needed help at cornerback. They brought in Deonte Banks. They needed help at wide receiver. They traded up to get Jalen Hyatt. Of course, they drafted John Michael Schmitz, who is probably going to be a starter right away. He is a prototypical center. He's got a chance to be an all-pro player. He's going to be excellent. And they've done some interesting things with the defense and with the offense, with the other picks that they selected in the draft. Eric Gray is going to get a lot of chances. He's probably going to play a little bit in the game. Trey Hawkins III has had a very strong camp, although he's been a little uneven in the games. And, of course, Jordan Riley is a player to keep an eye on, who was their last pick in the draft, a guy that has a chance to be very good. So the Giants did a very good job this past offseason, and now we have a situation where we're going to get a chance to watch them play. The Giants have a tough schedule. When we get closer to the season, we're 3 weeks away now from opening night, week 1. So we have time to talk about this on this channel, where they're going to be as a team at the end of the season. What kind of record they're going to have. They have a tough schedule. They probably have the toughest schedule in the NFL. When the NFL put it out, everybody knew it was going to be tough. But that's why you play the games. Got to play the games. So, let me know what you think about this video. Of course, please subscribe to the Football Hut. Thank you, and I'll see you later.